Hello everyone, it's Jasmine, your brow expert. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your brow expert. So many of you guys are new here. Just to let you know that I've been shaping eyebrows for, 25 years at the Anastasia Beverly Hills Salon. And I still shape eyebrows there. So if you're ever in the neighborhood, please come by and say hello and definitely get your eyebrows done. And so yeah, today is going to be all about color. I usually devote, or I do devote my page on brow shaping, because the brow shaping is one of the hardest things, right? And I'm here to make your life easier. I'm here to get the best brow shape for your facial shape, because that's the most important thing. How good is a brow making your face look, and vice versa, right? It's got to be the whole picture. It's got to balance really well. But again, like I said, it's all about the color today. So many of you guys have asked me, what color should I wear? What product color should I wear? So today is going to be about me showing you a bunch of faces, skin color and hair color, and hopefully one of them you guys can relate with, and definitely pass this along if you guys know others can be helped by this. So yeah, and some of the faces you might recognize. I have used some of the celebrities as well. So don't focus on who they are more than just their skin tone and hair color, because it's all about the skin tone and the hair color, and sometimes about the texture of the eyebrows. And I'm going to use only Anastasia Beverly Hills products, because if she doesn't have the color for you, then I don't know who does. I mean, she's been in the business, almost 30 years on perfecting the brow products and brow shapes. So trust me when I tell you, I want to make your life simpler. So just keep these products in this family, and I promise you, you will find your color and your best product. So stick with me and let's get into it. So this model has a ash blonde, beautiful hair color, right? Very blonde and ashy. There's not much warm tones in there. She's got of a warm skin tone, not too dark. So, but her eyebrows are very warm, and so I would probably say she has like a medium brown to taupe color. She can get away with using a powder or pencil. Keep in mind, powders are going to be always on the ashier side because it's powder, right? Pencils are going to be a little bit warmer because it's creamier. It's made out of wax, so it's going to go off a little bit warmer. So I would definitely say more on the pencil to powder. Really, if you're more on the combination side, you can get away with either one, so that works. And but I would probably use the powder. Now this one, I would probably use the medium brown. She's got the same hair color, but darker skin, right? She's got this tan on her, and look at her brows. It's really thick, or she just did her makeup really thick and dark. But I would say medium brown with the skin tone color and hair color. And she could actually use even a brow pen. I use this every day. It's waterproof. You could see little hair strokes, just paint on little hair strokes here and there, and it'll just last all day. So that'd be medium brown. Now for her, same tone in a way, skin tone, but now the hair is going a little bit darker. It's still ashy though. So I would stay with the ashy tone. I would probably say medium brown, and she doesn't need anything else. If she wanted something more toned down, then definitely taupe. But she would definitely use the medium brown and pencil. Her brows are a little bit on the thinner side, so she can get away with using like a brow wiz and just kind of fill her eyebrows in with the medium brown. So the medium brown is universal, really. Anyone can, I think, get away with it, because it's also about the shade. It's not just about the color, you guys. If you have the right shade of color, the color could go on dark, but light pressure would solve the problem here. Now, nice color, highlights, a lot of warm tones going on here. Her skin tone's not that dark, but her hair on her brows are nice and thick, or at least in this picture it is. And she's got thick hair. I would probably use the pencil as well, and just use probably medium brown or dark brown. If you don't want to see any highlights going on or light colors inside your eyebrow, but you want to match, it'd be dark brown. Now on her, again, dark brown, her skin is a little bit on the warmer side, but she can also wear the medium brown to keep it kind of neutral and light. Again, medium brown is like universal. I would use a brow wiz pencil on her, and up in the front you can see the hair. That's important. You don't ever want to do so much, like put on so much makeup up in the front where you just see color. So that was done well, and the rest of the colors in the middle to the end of the eyebrow. So it's more like that ombre. It's one of my favorite looks, where it's light, medium, and then dark as you get towards the end of the eyebrow. But yeah, I mean, she could actually do two products in one. You don't ever have to just do one. You can combine powder and pencil. So pencil over here and powder maybe up in the front, just to kind of give that kind of natural look, but still that defined look in the rest of the eyebrow. So the brow wiz is going to work beautifully with this look. And again, it's medium brown or dark brown. And for her, I would definitely try to maybe use the powder and pencil together. So again, and seasonally, you guys, colors can change. You can have 2 to 3 colors in your drawer. Now here, if she had her hair colored, then she wouldn't need more than 1 or 2 colors. She has that dark tan with that jet black hair, no highlights. Her brows are on point, beautifully done. I would even bet that she has powder on her eyebrows. You can see kind of like that powdery look. So I would say powder Ebony. Definitely, you don't want to see any warm tones, especially when she's got that dark hair with no highlights at all. She's got this really cool look on her, so definitely powder in Ebony. She could even get away with ash brown powder. Because again, up in the front, it's not solidly painted on. So this is a really good example where you just barely dust some color on the front and then darker the rest. Here's a dark hair color with light skin, very different. Beautifully done eyebrows. I really like this eyebrow because up in the front, it's really light. You can see actually the hair. So if nothing else, you can just dust some powder on the front of the eyebrows to just keep it nice and neutral. And then the rest, she can get away with the pomade. It's the waterproof, it's creamier, but she can get away with that. Or brow pen. It's also waterproof, stays on really well. And I would say ebony or ash brown. That's all she needs. It's a dark color, but it's going to work for her because remember, her hair is nice and dark, even though she's got light skin. Beautiful skin color, a beautiful warm tone, and full beautiful eyebrows. She doesn't need much, but if I were to fill in her eyebrows, I would do mainly the middle to the end of the eyebrow. And black skin, I find pencils are the best because it's got more of that warmer undertone. You don't want it so ashy, so don't use powder if you can help it, especially with this skin tone and hair color. So it'd be ebony for sure, and dark brown, depending on how, I don't know, I mean, in real life, maybe her skin's a little bit on the darker side, so then she can get away with dark brown. So dark brown or ebony. Now here, this is a very different from what I said earlier, because she's got that blonde highlight with that golden skin tone. I could guarantee she probably has the powder on her eyebrows, and it's probably like a medium brown. So she's keeping this kind of very neutral look, but it's on point. It's done well. The front of the eyebrows is not solid. It's just clean and precise the rest of the way. And again, like I said, it's probably some, and she can do a combination of pencil and powder in this particular look. And this one, so pretty, right? This beautiful dark black skin with red hair, and her skin is just like stunning, right? And she's got that pink eyeshadow on. So you would think by looking at her, oh, you know, you would do something with a reddish undertone pencil. You want to be careful with that because whatever hair color or highlights you have in here, especially if it's red, it'll pick more of that on your eyebrows. If you put a reddish kind of brown eyebrow, the head of hair is going to make that color even more so. So I would probably stay very neutral. Definitely dark brown for her. There is some warm tones in the dark brown, but it's going to work perfectly for her. She can get away with the pomade. I would probably use pomade, but if she wants very little on, if you're this skin tone color and you don't want much, but you do need a little background, then just use a pencil and just use a dark brown, and that's perfectly fine. But the pomade would work as well, mainly applying the middle to the end of the eyebrows. You don't even need that much color up in the front. Again, keeping that ombre look. I love that kind of light to dark look. That's going to work perfectly for her. So yeah, I mean, this is just an on-point look. And her brows are a little bit on the thinner side, so she can stand to go a little fuller. But I would probably put a lot of, like, not a lot, but some brow gel on there because the brows almost disappear too much. So to make them stand out, you can do like even a tinted brow gel to make the hairs stand out more without making the brows look so dark. But you want the hairs to stand out. So the tinted brow gels work beautifully with this. This one, you might recognize her as well. She's got that solid black hair without any highlights, gold skin, this pretty purple makeup, smoky look with the pink. That brow color actually works with this whole ensemble. If I were to do her eyebrows, I would probably pick the ash brown for sure, because it's just going to match with their hair color, but it's not going to be as dark. Again, it's all about the pressure, right? So if she were to sport this look and she likes this look, but she wants to sometimes match her hair, like I said, you could have more than 1 or 2 different colors. So she could probably get away with the ash brown or ebony as well. But here she probably has like a medium brown because her skin tone isn't as dark. So she can get away with this. And it just works because when you got dark smoky makeup on the eyelid, you want the eyebrows to be a little bit on the lighter side. It's all about that contrast. You don't want it so much. But this is just a really pretty look. And yeah, I mean, she could get away with the warmer tone because you got the contrast with the dark hair. Here, she's got the highlights, right, with the golden skin. Now, in person, she might be a little bit on the darker side as far as the skin color is concerned. So I would go with the dark brown. She could even get away with ebony, but I would stick with the dark brown because she's got those highlights. And she can get away with the pomade or just a traditional pencil. Now here, she's got... She's Indian, so she's got yellow undertones, very much like Asians. We have yellow undertones, but she has this warm highlight with thick hair, so she can get away with a little bit more of just a light coat of dark brown powder, maybe. She's got densely populated hair. You can see that, so she doesn't need that much, just a little bit. And yeah, I mean, always have to keep the hair color in mind when you have a lot of yellow undertone. But she's got thick hair, so I probably bet she doesn't need much. Now here, she is so pretty. She's got nice, even dark hair with very light skin tone. Her brows are more on the medium brown side. She can get away with what? Ash brown, you guessed it. So if I were to do her makeup, I would probably do the ash brown. But she can get away with this medium brown color as well. Again, you can have more than one or two colors in your makeup repertoire in the brow family. So yeah, it's going to be probably more on the powder side, but she could also get away with pencil as well. And yeah, I mean, it's just so pretty. It actually works because it just has a nice balance with their dark hair. So you want the brows to be a little bit on the lighter side. So this definitely works. That's why I also said ash brown, as long as you apply with light pressure, you can still have the same tone with their head of hair, but it doesn't have to be so dark, but it matches perfectly. That's why, because you apply with the light pressure. So you guys, if you've been following me, you know I use the word pressure a lot. What a great look right here, right? She's got that kind of salt hair with this tan skin. She's got thick hair, actually, I can tell. And she might have some makeup on them. I would actually use ash brown. She can get away with ash brown. Again, light pressure. The shade's going to work really well with her. It's really a lot about the shade. If you have the correct color, but it goes on too dark, you just apply light pressure and you got the perfect shade, right? So it works for her skin color because it's tan. Mature skin benefits more with the pomades, anything with a creamy texture. Pencil for sure. I would probably use the perfect pencil in ash brown, or she could even get away with taupe, really. So taupe will work for her hair color as well, just to add that background, but not, you don't want it too stark and too much, because she's actually got nice full eyebrows up in the front. So it's just really about creating sometimes that background. And the perfect pencil will do that. Here, very clear salt and pepper hair, right? With kind of a tan skin with dark, thick eyebrow hair. Now, her brows are thick, but it's a little bit on the flat side. So again, I have to mention shape. I'm always about shape, right? And so if I were to add an arch up there, I would use a pomade, a waterproof product, so it'll stay on all day, because you're creating more of a shape now in this eyebrow. You're not just darkening the hair. So pomade in Ebony. Here, I love her hair color. I always say that when I go salt and pepper, I'm probably going to do a little bit more of a lavender kind of color. I love this look. The color on her eyebrows is on point. This is what you want to do. You want to match more of your roots, because when you have a lot more of the lighter hair color, or very salt than pepper, you want to have a darker eyebrow, even like a darker eyelash. So it has like a nice contrast. So this really works well. This is, again, probably more in the ash brown category. I wouldn't go warm at all. And definitely a pencil, a little bit of a brow wiz would be perfect for her. Okay, so here, another all-American beautiful look, right? She's got thick eyebrows, except the brows are a little too far apart, if you notice. Again, I have to point out some brow shaping here. I would probably bring it in a little closer. But she's got thick eyebrows, this salt hair. She's got a gradation of hair, like it's light, the medium, and then it gets really dark towards the tip. With tan skin. So I would use taupe. She can get away with taupe. And she could also get away with a little bit of powder and just dust over her own hair, because it's so thick. So it's just going to make the hair look a little darker. But she could also get away with pencil, taupe as well. I would even say medium brown. She can get away with medium brown pencil as well. So this will work. And yeah, but she's got a great look. And speaking of great look at this. I mean, nice salt and pepper hair. She's got the whole ensemble on, beautiful makeup on, really. The light rosy cheeks, the lip color. So this light brow works. It works with her whole look. If I were to do her makeup, I would probably use the ash brown just to go a little bit more cooler because she already has warm tones on her, but she looks good in this color as well. Remember, you can wear 1 or 2 different colors, so don't ever think you can only stick with one. And if you have this hair color, you can do medium brown or you can do ash brown, depending on how, like, you know, or taupe. She can do taupe as well. Here I chose her because she's got that one salt look, no, not really any pepper at all, really. And her brows are on point as far as the color is concerned. I would say this is more of a medium brown. She could even get away with ash brown, but I would say even more medium brown with her. You want to make sure that your brows are a little bit darker. Again, here, you need that contrast. When you have more of a lighter to mid-tone skin tone, but more in the light side, and you got salt hair, you need contrast. So that's why the lashes need to be darker as well. So here, I love redheads. I don't get enough redheads at the salon, so if you're a redhead, you need to stop by. Beautiful. The red here and the red on her cheeks and the skin tone. If you put red on their eyebrows, she's just going to look all red. And the hair is going to make the brow hair look even more red. So I would stay on the ashy side for her. Because of her skin tone, she's got more pink undertone. That's going to bring out more warm tones anyway. So taupe is the perfect color. If she needs a little bit more color than taupe, then soft brown. Now here, it's just fun. I love her look. She would use the Auburn pencil that we have. Again, it's mature skin. I think pencils would be the best for her to last all day. And if she wants to change up her brow color but still keeping this hair color, she would be better with like maybe taupe or even soft brown. But if she wants to stay fun and just match, it would definitely be Auburn. And I just like this look. It's just fun. And again, you could change up color, you guys. You just don't want to compromise on shape. So color, you can have some fun with it. Why not? It's not that serious with color. You just have fun with it. You can wash it off when you get home, right? So that's why I picked this one, because sometimes you gotta just have fun, right? I hope I picked a color right for all of you guys. And please share this with anyone that you know could benefit from this tip. Please subscribe. Please give me a like if you like this one. Those comments and your suggestions really help me out. It helps me to create better content, and it helps me to know that I'm doing the right thing. So thank you guys for sticking with me, and I will see you guys right back here. Bye.